Hi friends, it's good to see you. I wanted to first make you aware of the fact that you might be hearing a fan sound in the back, and that is because I have a projector running, and I'll show you later what I'm talking about, okay? Hopefully it can be kind of a part of the ASMR experience. So I had plans on streaming early today, and I still got an early start to my stream. I hope I can spend a lot of time working on my painting and stuff. I will show you before I do anything what I just got through finishing last night. Okay, I'm gonna put it above my canvas. Okay, let me show you the wide shot. So this is what I finished painting last night. I worked on it for a total of 3 streams, and I'm very happy with it. I put it on Etsy, so you can check it out. !Etsy. If anybody wants to know. So Absolute Evie Raj, thank you so much for being here. So I wanted to say that this is probably the highlight of my day already, because if I wasn't streaming, I would probably be moping. I had kind of a rough start to my morning, and I had a rough evening last night. To be honest, I think I, could talk about it. I got in an argument with my boyfriend, and it always affects me really bad whenever I have to go through my day and try to deal with all of the emotions. It could be really, really hard. So I sometimes whenever I'm not on time streaming, or if I miss days, a lot of the time it's because I'm upset about something, especially if I'm not on schedule. Sometimes, poor baby. Oh, thank you. So basically, I am, I decided to get on stream and I decided to be vulnerable with you guys and let you in a little bit to my world instead of trying to put on a face or just not streaming at all. And like, I do want to make this my job, but I think the hardest part about it is that I have to be in a great mood, because a lot of times I'm not. And I spent like 15 minutes crying right before this. And part of me was like, oh, just don't stream today. But if I do that too much, then I'm just never going to get anything done. And this could be the best part of my day. It already is the best part of my day. So I want to make an effort to turn my attitude around and hopefully become energized and happy by being here. Yeah, it's kind of weird because it's like I'm staring at a picture of Joker who's like trying to be happy, or like has a picture on his face, but he's not. And like, I feel like that's me sometimes. And it's hard because there's really no right or wrong, like, side to this argument that I'm having. And it's hard to navigate, and it brings me down. And like, I just wish that I wish I didn't feel like this. And obviously, like, I wish that me and my boyfriend weren't arguing, and it affects me a lot because I care, and I wouldn't be here if it weren't for him. Like, this stream is due to him. Like, I wouldn't have even done this if it weren't for him. You know what I mean? But it's like, sometimes I just get really upset. And I want to be a source of happiness for you guys. That's why I love ASMR. It's obvious that you love him very much. Yeah, I do. And that's why it's really hard. And I don't want you guys to see my nasty, like, red face. But, like, I just have a different couples argue. It's a part of growth. Yeah. I just feel like we have very different worldviews, and I accept it, but I just feel like sometimes I don't feel understood, and I think that that's so hard. Like, like I have a very different background than he does. And so I just have a very different worldview, and I just wish that we could like see each other's side better. I don't know. Hi, Diavolocas Lakos on Twitch. Thanks for tuning in. I'm sorry I'm crying and stuff. I was just trying to let everybody hear who is not very many right now, which is good. Why I might not be as peppy today. And it's just an argument I'm having. But I appreciate you guys. Yeah, I was. I'm not anymore. So you might hear a fan in the background because I have a projector up. This is actually my phone. I got a comment earlier saying that I should paint out in the woods or something. And I like that idea. Oh, what's happening? Weird. Hang on. It's like not showing my picture correctly. It was working just a second ago. I might not be on Wi-Fi. Let me check. Let's see. Hang on, let me see in my settings. Yeah, okay, let me try it again. So, right before I started this stream, I had it all set up and it was perfect, and for whatever reason, it just stopped working. But that's okay. This is my first time actually trying to do a projector recording video, so is it working? Let's see. So you guys can see it there. There's nothing on here really, but where's my picture? That's what I can't find. There it is. Okay. See, why is it showing up like that? That is so weird and frustrating. Do you guys have any suggestions? I can just try to turn it off and turn it back on. That's probably what I'm gonna do, honestly. So you can see how much quieter it is without the fan. Do I have a Patreon? Yes, ! Patreon. It should pop up here. I'll see if I can reach it. Okay. I hope that that's it. So, now that that's turned off, let's try to turn it back on and see what happens. There's something in my coffee. So as you can hear, there is a fan sound, but I don't care if you guys don't care. Now I gotta connect it. Also, I personally like outdoor noises, so I could left my window open. It says no internet connection. I don't know about that. We'll see. I hope it works. If not, then I'm gonna have to figure something else out, honestly. So, okay, it looks like it's working. Alright, so let's see if I can get to my picture. It's like, doesn't want to open. There it is. Yay! It worked! Guys, look. It worked. Okay. I'm already feeling better. See, I told you. Alright, guys. You have to be honest with me. Is this too fluffy of a picture? Because I know I use fluffy colors like pink and blue and just fluorescent colors, but like the facial expression and like the little ear things, the pigtails, and the haircut is very like, I don't know, young. You don't know what fluffy means, but I'll say no. Gandalf the Beach, thanks for joining in. I'm so glad you're here. I love you for commenting, because I've been overthinking it, because on one hand it's really great compositionally with the colors and the expression and like kind of just the little details happening even in the jewelry, but on the other hand, look at some of these other pictures that are just like wild. Look at that, way more badass, way more Harley, right? And that's like, but I mean, it doesn't have as much color, which bothers me, but it has stronger shadows, which is something I look for, like really strong shadows like that, because it stands out. It's hard to paint hair that overlaps like that. Is it hard to paint hair that overlaps like that? Hi, SeriousFox99, good to see you. Thanks for being here. What do you mean, is it hard to paint hair that overlaps? I would say hair can be hard sometimes, but it's not really that hard, to be honest. So I sold this painting today. He actually kind of commissioned it before I even painted it. It's obviously just an image of the painting projected, but And I posted my Joker on Etsy, so check out my Etsy. It's !Etsy. Margot Robbie is gorgeous, right? I know, she's really, really pretty. I definitely would say that she's probably one of my favorite actresses. And I'm also saying that for whoever has asked me in the past, who's your favorite actress? So again, sorry, my eyes are red from kind of tearing up earlier, but I'm happier now because I just had to move through those emotions. Pretty like you, sugar boogers. Aw, stop. Colors are super great, right? I know, I like the colors too. And I think mixed with the painting situation, it's gonna be really, really good. So so I will say one of the challenges with the projector is that you have to kind of line it up with the canvas almost perfectly. Oh, you guys aren't at the wide shot. Sorry. You've got to line it up parallel with the canvas, and it can be a challenge, but it's not bad. Okay, so I'm gonna paint directly over the projection. I'm really excited about this method. This is my favorite painting technique when it comes to reference images. Now, I had a comment on YouTube that talked about maybe painting outside. Love that idea. Hell yeah, let's do it. I will say I might not be able to get all of the equipment outside, but maybe I could just set up my phone and do an impromptu painting video that is ASMR in a lo-fi way. So if you guys are open to that, let me know, because I need to do more sketchbook stuff. For instance, I'll show you a good sketchbook drawing. Like, I was looking up images of Margot Robbie, and I love this. It's not as good for painting because the color is flat. Like, there's not very many colors, in my opinion. Like, I love the lights happening back in there, and it's kind of a wrecking ball moment in the best way possible. But it's, oh, you don't even see it, loves. I'm so sorry. So, like, yeah, like, look, I love this image of Margot Robbie. Whenever I was looking up Harley Quinn, I came upon this, and I was like, dang, I love the watches. Wrecking ball moment, like I said. The lights in the background. However, I think it would make a much better drawing than painting. So this would be a great sketch. And then the other thing is, it's really fun to just sketch the world around you. You sit down, you look at the coffee table. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I love you, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to. But yeah, you look at the coffee table and you just draw what you see. That's another fun thing to do. And it doesn't have to be the coffee table, obviously. It could be anything. So, something that I have to keep in mind is, like, look, I could bring it up all the way to make it perfectly squared in. The dimensions are off, so I tried to line it up as best as possible. I had to, like, move everything around. You can see here that it's pretty parallel from top to bottom, so I know, like, the projection is right for the most part. It's close enough. So I am gonna just set that there, and I'm just gonna see what happens. Again, love painting this way. It's kind of a no bullshit approach, especially because, you know, I'm so freaking lucky to have the oldest art form, which is drawing and painting, to be my art form, because that, you know, is now in a day and age with technology. So it's so cool. I know that actress, she's my neighbor, JK. Love that. Tyree Yawn, you're so funny. Your voice is very relaxing, although you sound a little hoarse. I hope everything's fine. Sirius Fox 99. I am hoarse because I mentioned earlier that I was upset about an argument that I got in with my boyfriend, and I cried a little bit because it just happened, and I'm feeling much better now that you guys are here. I knew that streaming would be the best part of my day because it's an opportunity to hang out with you guys, make art, hopefully connect with somebody, and it just makes me feel better about myself. Honestly, making art really makes me feel better about life. You'll notice, like, if I don't feel good in general, like, there's like this balance between feeling too great and too bad. Like, if you feel too bad, you can't make art because you can't get out of bed. But if you feel too good, you're living in the moment and you're going for your life, and you forget to make art because you're so happy sometimes. But most of the time, I can't even enjoy those happy moments unless I'm making art in some capacity in another area of my life, because that's how I'm made. I'm wired that way. I have to be making art. There has to be a big project in the works. There has to be another work of genius out there for me to try to manifest. And you know, I feel really good because I have a lot of artwork, and I'm going to try to get it out to you guys on Etsy. I uploaded more things on Etsy, but don't buy the mushroom painting. I got to take that one down actually right now. Oh, you're not supposed to see, but there's really nothing on here, so I'll actually just show you my Etsy shop. So this is what it looks like on the back end, just so you know. Obviously no sales this month. So this, I am going to take this down because somebody bought it today. Actually, the person who commissioned it bought it, and I let him know it was done. Now this one has a funny story. I love that painting, but thank you, Anne Spermivrider, for following me. Kings Charles 25, hi. Hey Laurel, hi. Hope everything, oh, okay. Hope everything is fine now, or everything will be fine in the future. Thank you so much. I think things are fine, especially now that we're here. So let's just do our best to stay positive, stay in the moment. Super grateful for you guys. So yeah, like, I sold this technically, but I think somebody was playing tricks on me because they were like saying like, oh, you can only take a check, or we can only send a check. And I was like, okay, well, send the check. I'm gonna wait till it clears. Hi Sirius 1675, good to see you, love you. They were like, okay, take a check. Wait, what was I gonna say? I was like, yeah, I'll take a check, but I have to wait till it clears before I send you the artwork. They said, okay. And then they said, oh, we accidentally sent you a check for $900. So could you just refund us the amount, the balance of the painting? And I was like, no, that feels really weird. I was like, just write me another check. I'll totally dispose of that check. Like, I'll throw it away immediately. But they wouldn't. So I feel like it was kind of scammy. So are you shipping your art? Yes, I am. So I just posted my Joker. You can see here. Here's the actual painting. It's for $200. But yeah, I'll show you this is my Etsy shop right now, okay? There's like a bunch of little art things on there. But I counted today, there's only about 35 or so listings, which is pale in comparison to the art that I have. So my goal is to make more art for you guys. Or not make more art, post more art on my Etsy. So this is the finished Joker. Alright, it's for sale on Etsy. Check it out. Hey Lisa X94, love you, thanks for being here. So yeah, look, I'm covering up the projection, but yeah, this is for sale. I actually worked on it a little bit last night off camera, which I feel kind of weird about, because I was like, I felt like I was cheating on you guys. I was like, they need to see the process. Like, I'm gonna just put a little paper towel over it for now. But yeah, I felt like I was like, doing all a disservice by not showing you my whole painting process. But I probably worked on it, just little nitpicky things here and there in the hairline and in the eyebrow bone area. And I thought, even though I could work on it a lot longer, I'm just gonna leave it, because sometimes those moments that are you or not imperfect or whatever are super important to the painting. So is that Gypsy Crusader? Thank you, Todd. Wait, okay. First of all, who's Gypsy Crusader? Crusader? And yes, if you want it to be, it is, because paintings can be anything they want. That's what's cool about paintings as opposed to photography, because photography is a snapshot of that exact thing, and there's no arguing it. For the most part. I mean, I guess there's editing and whatnot, but like, it is that thing where it's like painting, it could be anything you want. It's whatever you see it as, because it's abstract. It's so silly. It's a guy on TikTok who dresses like the Joker. Oh, I love it. That's amazing. The Joker looks awesome. Thank you so much, and thanks for following me, Toten Flack 11. Just thinking to buy it right now. Would love for you to buy it. You said it correctly. Really? I said your name right? Oh my god, that's amazing. I was like, how should I say this? Sometimes I get it wrong, sometimes I butcher it. But yeah, that makes me happy. So let me know what you're up to today. Serious, would love for you to buy my painting, like, obviously. It's on Etsy. Let me know if you want me to drop the link, but it's !Etsy. Okay, so I'm going to now work on Harley Quinn, because I told you guys I would. Are you going to start another painting tonight? Actually, right now. So I have it projected onto the canvas. You can see my hands. Ooh. I have it projected, so I am going to paint directly over the projection. I'm going to trace it, kind of, but I'm going to implement all of my skills as a figure painter into this painting. So what I see it is a really cool way to kind of cheat the system a little bit when it comes to figure painting and painting and stuff. But you have to know how to paint to actually do this. Are you going to start? Oh, yeah, I've got another follower. Thank you. Alias Maragdina. Hello. Thanks for being here. You guys are already making me feel so much better. If you want to send me a follow, and then if you comment in my comment section, you'll pop up as an avatar, and if you hit ! random, you can be anybody you want. So hey Shielder Hope, good to see you. So that's the face that Harley Quinn's making. She's kind of oh my gosh, yay, Trolley Dolly Bell just rated me with 281 viewers. Oh my gosh, thank you guys, and thanks Trolley Dolly Bell. Did I say belly? Sorry, that is my bad, I have dyslexia. Thank you so much, guys. It's good to see you. Wow, you are so pretty. Thanks. I'm excited to check out your channel. It's good to see you. This really made my day. Yay, it's good to see you guys. Thanks for being here. Jack 2, Ando Kills, Timmy 004. So much love here, Lisa X. Oh, yay. Thanks so much for being Sir Buttface. That's a nice name. I love it. Love it. Thanks for being here. Alright, so I have a projection of Harley Quinn on my canvas. Since I have new friends here, I'll show you my recent painting. I finished it last night and I just posted it on Etsy. This is the Joker. Yay, I'm the kitty again. JK Saltwater Sam, thanks for following me. Grav 1T96, thank you so much. Token Flake 111111 just subscribed on a tier. I'm really bad at art, so I love to see other people. Thanks, Troll Dolly Bell. Am I saying your name right? I love you. Thanks for sending your friends over here. I'll check out your channel. If you want, message me, because it'll make it easier for me to find your channel afterwards. Sometimes I connect to people and I forget, or I forget their name and I have a hard time finding them after my stream. So send me a message. Troll Dolly Bell, thanks for your raid. This is the painting I just posted on Etsy. If you want to see it, it's for sale for 200 on Etsy. It's !Etsy, so check it out. I had a feeling that you'd love this, so I suggest we come over. Thanks for the suggestion, Martin God. What is your name? God of War. Nice name, Martin God of War. It's a very strong name. So yeah, check out my Etsy. I love you guys. Thanks for being here. So yeah, I told all my friends on here that I would paint Harley Quinn, but I'm using a projector. My last one, I didn't. Yay, do I have an order? Oh, I just sold my Joker painting. Hell yeah. Yay. That's so exciting. Oh, it sold out. I would have bought it. Oh, well, maybe I'll do another Joker painting. That's so exciting. Who bought it? Somebody tell me who bought it. Ah, no, I'm sorry. Guys, the good ones go fast, I'm telling you. Thanks for being here. Wow, that made my freaking day. I'm so excited. A pleasure, Laurel. Oh my gosh, Martin God of War. So let me just see for sure who bought this on Etsy. Oh, sensitive information. Sorry. Oh. Don't look. Hang on. I don't want anyone's address to get revealed or anything. Okay. Hang on. I'm looking to see. It just says Patty. I'm so excited. That is so exciting. Oh. Okay, so I'm gonna get to my painting. Oh my gosh, I almost tried to like squeeze it. I literally tried to make it smaller by making it so I have to make it smaller on my phone. Isn't that funny? Like my senses got confused. I was like, what do I do here? So look, I'm positioning it and I'm gonna go for my painting. I'm so glad you guys are here. Let me know what you're up to in the comments. I'm super excited about the new sold painting. Okay. And I'm now painting Harley Quinn. So you can see she doesn't fit perfectly, but I'll just fix it. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is I'm making, and you're not going to really be able to see what's happening right now. But I will turn the projector off. All I'm doing right now is kind of outlining things and blocking it in. Not even outlining, filling things in. Thank you guys for following me. Oop, didn't mean to do that. Desiree X followed. Emma Sir X followed me. Yay, thank you. Guys, would love to know what you're up to. This made my day. Really made my day. Thank you so much for being here, and I'm just really excited. So you can kind of see, hopefully, you're on a roll. That Joker painting turned out excellent. Thanks, Benjamin on YouTube. You can kind of see, how I mix my colors. I've been using this really fun paper plate, styrofoam plate that I just found, because I was like, you know what? Why not? And it was just trash. I was like, what else am I gonna do with it? Am I gonna throw it away? I needed a freaking painting palette that was like light, so I was like, okay, I'll try this. Okay, let's just see what's happening. All right, see, I can cover it and see what marks I made. So right now, again, so yeah, I just decided to try out the styrofoam plate. Lo and behold, love the styrofoam plate. I love how light it is. And I love how it's like everything kind of dries pretty quickly on there, but if I don't want it to dry, I can just cover it with plastic and a little piece of wet, like if I put a little wet, what do you call that, paper towel in there with the acrylic paint on the plate, it'll keep everything like, usable, and the paint won't dry out. And it's just a little trick that I have. So congrats on 3,000 followers. Yay! I'm already on my next mod duty, but that isn't going to keep me from enjoying watching here too. Martin God of War, you're so nice. You're so sweet. Is it Garfield? Is it Garfield? No. Thank you so much for being here, guys. You are awesome. I really, really appreciate it. let me know who you are, where you're from, what you're up to. Would love to connect with you on Discord, !Discord. I hope to see you there. Watch again, I changed my Etsy name. Hope to get the Harley too. Wait, so what do you mean watch again? You changed your Etsy name. So did you buy it on Etsy? I'm not sure. But yeah, like, whoever wants the painting can have the painting. Oh my gosh, first come, first serve with the best price. But you know, like, a lot of times I put it on Etsy anyways because you just don't know if I don't want to sell myself short. Like, I want people to have an equal opportunity to get it, but like, you can get first tips on painting by messaging me, and I'll message you, and it will set a price that works for you. And usually what I say is, if somebody else asks for more than that, then I'll sell it to them, but otherwise it's yours. So it's kind of like real estate. So I'm taking this fluorescent pink, blocking out her gorgeous shirt that's like a bubblegum pink color. Guys, it's super important to paint the direction of your figure. So it's like, as the shoulder curves, curve your brush strokes. Even if you can't really see it. Yay, serious Fox? Nuh-uh. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Guys, I'm so glad you're here. I love my new raiders, my new friends over here. And again, thank you so much for rating my channel, Trolley Dolly Bell. You're so sweet. If you're still here, if not, totally fine. But whoever's here from her channel, thank you, thank you. Alright, so I've got pink. Look, I'm gonna add some pink up here. There's no point in trying to go in order. I'm just blocking everything out. It's gonna be so cool once it's once I take the projection off, and then we'll look at it and then work on it more. But it's not about like outlining. As you can tell, I'm not outlining. I'm still painting through the figure. So, oh, you can't see it. Sorry, loves. Sometimes I forget to go back to my wide shot. My bad. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, her chain, it's a little intimidating. There's lots of really small moments in there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do my best to generalize it and make it, like, not try to outline every single thing, but generalize. I think that that's the best way to do it. Maybe even now I need to make bigger brush strokes. Oh, Nova wants in here. My doggy. Nova. Poor baby. This is the painting so far. Wait, what color is this? It's like kind of a weird yellowish color. Here, I'll put that in here. Can you ship painting to the UK? I'm open to it if you guys pay for the shipping. I know my mom and I shipped some things to the UK for our Arbonne business, and for for something very small, a tiny little bracelet, it cost like $50 to ship to the UK. It was crazy. So there is that issue, but if you're willing to pay for it, good deal. Because I'm willing to send it if you're willing to pay. Painting can be so... Oh, wrong one. Not funny. I'm getting like all of the different like windows and portals confused. Like portal 1, portal 2, phone portal, projector, imagination portal. Gotcha. Yeah. So yeah, my door flew open because the doggy wanted in. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie, whenever I first saw this painting, one of the first thing I thought was great colors. The second thing I thought was, oh crap, look at that jewelry. Lots of really little tiny moments, like I said, kind of happening in a small space. We've got this little feminism sign, I think that's what it is. I think I'm on the right track. Do you see how I just made a bunch of little marks? And I can tell that this is a portion of the painting that if you're not careful, it will take you out of the game. You'll be like, oh, I don't know if I want to do this. But it's gonna happen. It's gonna be good. I feel good about it. So let's just keep going. I've got some water here. I've got my paper towels. A lot of times I use rags and things like that, and I'll let the paint dry, reuse the rags again later, like wash the rags and reuse them again, because paper towels are not ideal for the environment, as convenient as they are. It's important to be aware of that, at least. So, but I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm not very great when it comes to keeping care of the environment. I try. I need to get better. That's all I'll say. I need to get better, and I think we all do, you know. But like paint materials, art materials, all of my art making, not great for the environment. Seriously, it's not, and I feel bad about it. Hi, Daddy Chan. Good to see you, guys. Let me know what your experience is with art and all of that fun stuff, because I would love to know it. So, oh, Noah, you're so cute. I have like 2 really adorable dogs here, and like they want to be close to me. Hi, Novi, Kenobi, get in, baby. You're just so cute. You have to go around. Go around, baby. Go around, honey nugget. Go. Go. Okay. I would have to like get up. But in Earth without art is eh. I know, I love that quote. It's so true. So something you may be noticing is I am not painting her eyes and stuff right now. One of the most exciting parts of a face is like the face itself, like of all of this that's going on. That's the most exciting part. Oh, you guys can't even see, sorry. I was going to say, if all of this is going on, that's the most exciting part, right? Like that little spot, right? So it's like everything goes to like the eyes, the nose, and the mouth, right? So it's kind of the subject matter of the painting. So yeah, but as counterintuitive, well, at least I said that there was a dog. I'm so sorry. It scared me too. Bless your hearts. That is my bad. I'm really, really sorry. Didi-chan, come on. You're a queen of art. Stop. You're very kind. You're very, very kind. But yeah, I was just gonna say that, like, you know, as counterintuitive as counterintuitive as it may feel, don't go for the subject matter first. Work on the other aspects of your painting. That's my best advice. First and foremost, I don't think that art and environmental protection are mutually exclusive, but it does pose challenges for us, for all of us. I know buy everything locally and hardly order any material online. It saves CO2 and I feel a bit better about it. I agree. You're very smart. My good friend in college did an entire essay about how supporting local businesses is a massive step towards environmental improvements. I also take a bus to the shop. As I told you in the live stream, I study art, and the whole issue of environmental protection in my studies is also a big topic between us students, translated with deepl.com translator, free version. Where are you from, Lisa X? Are you German? Was that you? I can't really remember, but I think you said that you were. Sorry for the dog barking. That's my bad. I might have, oh, that's totally fine. I admire you for doing your best, and I totally get it. I know exactly what you're saying. I remember you. Thanks for jogging my memory, because for a second I wasn't for sure. I'm so sorry. What are you sorry for? No, but that makes sense, and I think it's really great to like take the bus and do things, like make the steps that you feel compelled to make whenever it comes to changes in the environment and protecting the environment. Nice, this is looking good. So I'm framing up the face. I'm excited. Okay, so in here is kind of muddy color, like the shading in her hair. It's like she's got roots. So I've got to like make kind of a muddy color by mixing like orange and red and blue to kind of make like a gross brownish color just here at the roots. So I'm going to kind of block it out in the places I see and integrate it in with the blonde once I put it on my canvas. Now, as you can tell, I'm not really worried about my transitions between colors too much right now, because right now everything I'm doing is just placing it, and then I will work on kind of adding the necessary layers to make it feel real and believable, I guess. Translated it because of the topic. All good. No worries at all. So I'm drinking my coffee. It's cold coffee. Don't mind me just posting chain links. Sorry, my hair's kind of flat. I'm gonna get, like, basically a lot of times I have to shake it out after I wash it, because it's like I take a shower and just let it air dry, and then it's like naturally this texture, and a lot of times I just like kind of have to shake it out. But like I didn't get the chance to do that before I streamed. I just wasn't thinking about it. So now, like, whenever I see myself in my modern camera, I'm like, oh Lord, have mercy, help me, God. No, I'm kidding. So I'm so excited because I am here working on a projector painting. Okay. Oh, white shot. Oh no, I was white shot. Okay, good. I get confused. So I'm starting to paint on the face. I need to get more white paint though. Again, a little tip when it comes to painting faces and people is to paint the direction of the skin, kind of where it would go if it was like there in front of you. So like, look, this is kind of going away from me, so I'm painting the cheekbones kind of like away from me. It's a little red, that's okay. Adding a little blue. Now it looks a little green, I can just tell, but that's okay. And all I gotta do is add a little white. And kind of try to integrate it into painting. And guys, it's okay if your painting requires like literally a bazillion layers. Like, the more layers your painting has, the better. And like, a lot of people, you know, have been asking me like, oh, is that oil paint? And I'm telling you, the reason they think that it's oil paint is because I paint like an oil painter, because I am an oil painter. I paint with oil all the freaking time. And it's given me the skills to paint acrylic, which is that's a cool neon light. Oh, thanks. And that looks amazing. OMG. Thank you. Don't be fooled though, because look, it's a projection. I'm blocking everything out, and then I'm gonna work on it more. I know, isn't that crazy? So psych, but it's gonna look even better. You're gonna see the progression, and it's gonna be totally different than the projection, because it's gonna have the marks of an artist all throughout it. Like, just every stroke is gonna have movement and meaning. And that's what I loved about my Joker painting, is because it was like all of it just kind of, it felt like it, you know, the image did better as a painting in a way, in my opinion. So yeah, it's like, you know how they have those filters that are like, oh, painting filters that just make a picture look like a painting. I don't like those because it still doesn't look like a painting. Have you watched Joker movie yet? Shield or Hope? No, I haven't. I feel so lame. I'm so lame right now. I haven't watched the Joker, even though I just got through painting a picture of him from the movie. I guess that's what's really cool about being a painter, is you can kind of capture anything. You don't have to necessarily like experience it the same way that other people experience it. Like, I experienced Joker because I painted him, but I still want to watch it, and I was going to watch it the other night, and I think we ended up watching something else. Can't even remember what it was, so it probably wasn't that good. No, I'm kidding, it probably was. I think it was Zombieland or something. I don't know if that was the exact night, but download CD. What is that though? So yeah, you guys might think I'm crazy. I hope not. So let's take a look. It's coming together. It's at least blocking everything out. And you'll see by the progression of the painting that you really can't just rely on a projection to make it look right. You'll see that, because if I did, it would look just like it does now. You know what I mean? Like, this is what a projection painting looks like if you don't actually have painting skills. Like, not that this is bad, because I do have painting skills, but like, you know, somebody who doesn't know how to paint might just leave it at that, because, you know, it's the bare minimum of what you can capture through a projection. But there's so much more you can capture if you actually have a brush in your hand. You can capture so much more, because you kind of create a different reality, and it works, you know. I'm off for a moment. I'll be back later. See you soon. Okay, love bug. Lisa X94. So yes. Anyways, I am totally down for showing you guys other more impromptu painting drawing sessions that are maybe in my sketchbook or take place outside or whatever the case may be. Again, may not be mic'd as well as this particular situation is, but it might allow me to share another side of my creative process, and maybe you guys can learn something from it, you know, because painting isn't always just sitting directly in front of your canvas making stuff. This stream is so relaxing. Thank you, Sirius Fox. Blocking in those eyebrows. Excuse me. I love you. Sorry. My bangs are just all over the place. I always say my bangs don't want to quit. They just don't want to quit. You know how some people's curves don't want to quit? My bangs don't want to quit. That's just how it is. No, but like I said, I'm getting a trim very soon. My layers should look much better next week. Okay? Or by the weekend. Oh, and that brings me to say, Saturday, I'm going to have a little bit of a later stream, but I will let you guys know. Like, I'll put it on there, but I think I'm going to be streaming 4 to 7 on Saturday. But evidently, there's a big UFC fight on Saturday, which I do not want to miss. Otherwise, I would stream Saturday night, but again, UFC takes priority. I'm super into it now. I don't even know how I got into it, other than the fact that my boyfriend loves it. And I used to be like, oh, don't watch this. I don't like it. I want to watch something else. I was so stupid back then because I love UFC now, and it's a great form of entertainment. Like, yeah, it sucks seeing people get beat up, but that's also why I love it. Like, I think it's also funny because the personalities kind of get me sometimes. Like, I don't know, I just have a good time with it. So let me know if you guys watch UFC or if I am a loner over here. I know that it's not very kosher of me to like that type of thing, but you know, what the fuck ever, honestly. Alright, now I'm gonna be working on her features. More so, like, I'm closing in on my brush strokes more and more. As you can see, just kind of making tighter brush strokes. But I'm not using a smaller brush because a small brush is for the very end of a painting. Right now, I'm getting those general shapes plotted. Hey, acoustic, how are you? Good to see you. Where are you from? What are you up to? Guys, if you follow me and comment, you'll pop up in my bigger buddies section, which is like the people running around on the screen. Those are my bigger buddies. So would love for you to join and become a big buddy and find things. I'm from France. Really? That's cool. Are you like on the countryside of France? Because if you are lucky, I've actually driven through France like a badass. It's true. I drove there and I got lost and I was like, what the heck? And my GPS stopped working and I had to get back to Germany on purely directions. I called my friend on the phone. I was like, I'm stuck in freaking France and my GPS isn't updated and I couldn't update it. It was so scary. Yeah, she was like, okay, well, where are you now? I was like, I don't know. I don't even know how I got back to Germany. I just followed the signs, but everything was in German and French. I was like, I'm so confused. So, greetings from Germany. Really? Do you live in Germany, Serious Fox? Nitetro, start following me? Thank you. I like your name. I can't read the Spanish. Jose Santana, but I love you. Thanks for commenting on YouTube. Ooh, oh, I already said Nitetro. Never mind. Thanks for following me. It sometimes like pops up again and I'm like, oh, another follower. And then I'm like, oh, I already said that. What's poppin', little mama? Not much. Hanging out, having a good time, making a painting over a projection, and excited to see what happens. I have the projection because it's gonna help me just kind of plot everything, and it's just kind of cutting corners in a really freaking awesome and amazing way. And in my opinion, I don't know why more painters don't do this. Probably because of their ego and they're like, I don't want to copy, or whatever the fuck their reason is. But let me tell you, you get to a certain point in your creative career that you're like, I don't need to prove anything to anybody. Like, I'm good, I'm better than, you know, X amount of people I know. And you know, somebody could tell me that I'm not good at art and it would just kind of roll off my back. I'd just be like, okay. And because you get to a point where you're like, so you don't make art for people, you know, like, yeah, it'd be great if people love it, if they want to buy it, yeah, that's always great. Like, I'm so grateful for the people who buy my work. Like, it's amazing. And you know why? Because it builds up in my basement, my parents' basement. The art just sits in my parents' basement, and they don't get to see the daylight, and it makes me sad because I'm like, these are paintings that people could enjoy and see. That's why I like it when people buy my paintings. But other than that, I really, I'm not offended if I'm not, as good as maybe some other person. It's really hard because we have like all of history to live up to, because painting is like the oldest form of art, pretty much. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure paintings were like caveman paintings were before freaking language. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I'm pretty sure I learned that in my art history class. I could be wrong. Let's see what's happening with the mouse. Do you see how it's there, but it's like really flat? That's what you get if you only stop at tracing a projection. That's why you still have to implement your painting skills. All I'm doing right now is plotting out the large dynamics so that I don't have to waste my time with it, basically. Because I would rather spend my time with the expression of the painting. So once I plot everything out, I'm going to turn off the projector and work on the painting as a painting. So painting is awesome. I wish I could also paint as nice as you. You are spitting facts right now. Really? What was I saying? I don't even know. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy because... Are you going to watch that new Halloween movie? What new Halloween movie? Because, yeah, sure, depending. Is it scary? Is it too scary? Because if it's too scary, I might get scared. And if I'm scared, I'm more anxious than I already am. And, yeah, all of the good stuff. Okay, actually, the earrings do need to be painted with a smaller brush, but in order to keep it, I'm going to use this brush. What's great about this brush is it has an angle. The oldest secure human art that has been found dates in the late Stone Age during the Upper Paleolithic, possibly from 70,000 BC. Hell yeah. Now, can you imagine if those Stone Age people had a projector? Like, it's so crazy that, like, that old of an art form can be, like, meshed with such a new thing, like movies, pop art, pop culture, imagery, phones, projectors, all of those things, live streaming, microphones, like, all of those things are coming together to make a really cool art thing. And is the art this stream? Is the art me? Is the art the painting? Is the art all of it? Is it breaking boundaries and making something that doesn't even really fit the box of what we think art is or what art should be? Like technology mixed with pop culture, mixed with something as old as painting. That's what I think. That's what I'm doing right now on a deeper level, mixed with ASMR, because ASMR saves my life, like, every day. Like, I love ASMR and I love making ASMR for you guys. So yeah, so here's my brush. It's a angle brush. It's great for making lines and stuff, so just keep that in mind. Now I'm just kind of plotting in these earrings because they're there, and honestly I could probably use this little angle brush to make a few of these moments happen a little bit more accurately. I'm using green paint because this early on in the painting, it's not really about the actual color as it is about the shade, like the lightness or darkness of it, because that's really what builds the form, is like the shading of the colors, if that makes sense. Oh, there's like an A down here. I almost didn't see that. And is there something happening here too? Yeah, there is. There's like, she has a charm necklace on. It's very like playful. Let's see what's happening. So yeah, the charm necklace is playful. It's gaudy. It's kind of a silly statement because it's something you might find at like Claire's or something, but that's why it's so fun, because like today everybody is obsessed with, I wouldn't say everybody, but I would say our culture is obsessed with like reliving the 90s. And I guess that's accurate in history, because we're constantly reliving fashion and redoing it. But like charm stuff, charm necklaces, all of that stuff was super popular whenever I was like 12, which was early 2000s, I guess. But yeah, same thing. I think there's a button there or something, or I don't know. There's something there that I need to work on. If you say ASMR as a word, it kind of sounds like asthma. Really? Like, I know a lot of people think that ASMR, they'll say asthma, but yeah, I don't know. Makes sense. Okay, so now I'm gonna get her eyes. Oh, I guess I'm gonna use this again, this like tight brush, the angle brush. I am gonna use black around her eyes. ASMR is a form of art as well, so you have 3 forms of art with your singing. You are so gifted. Thanks. I mean, I really, really appreciate it. I do love to sing. I love to write. I write my own songs and stuff. Coming out with a few more songs, super excited about. And, you know, writing is a form of art. Anything that's expression is a form of art. So, I mean, art is constantly being redefined and analyzed and reanalyzed, because a lot of us don't even know what art is. I just blew my own mind. Really? How did you blow your own mind? Bolo ducks so bolo. Yeah, I think people are constantly trying to redefine art, because if you look through history, art is one of our harmless freedoms. It's something that, it's a way to express yourself without hurting anybody else. And I know that some would argue that art can be harmful in a way, or some art can be harmful. I don't know. But all I know is the art that I make is purely to express myself, to find a place of peace in the world of confusion and sadness. And it's a way for me to kind of get in touch with my higher self as well, because a lot of times I'll kind of, look back on my paintings and see much deeper meanings than its face value. And that's what's so weird about paintings, because they can be something on one level, and on another level there's something entirely different. And that happens a lot, and I think that that's what makes it fun, because like on one level this is Harley Quinn, but on another level it's Margot Robbie, but on another level it's a stream painting, but on another level it's somebody that I feel like I relate to in a way, like her character, to be honest. But a few years down the road I'll probably look back on it and be like, actually I painted that because of this reason, but I wasn't able to really see it at that time, or I'm rarely able to see why I paint things the time that I paint them, like the deeper reason why I painted, not just for this. Oh, thanks. What a painting. Thank you, Freedom Fighter. Working out that ASMR asthma, because one of the most popular triggers is heavy breathing on a mic. Very true. Freedom Fighter cheered me a bit. Thank you so much, Freedom Fighter, for cheering me a bit. I appreciate it. You were so great at art. Oh, I love you. I appreciate it. Guys, my mouse has like so much paint on it because I have like paint on my hands, and I'm like trying to read the comments. Oh my gosh, I almost said condoms. Oh, autumn or spring. You are so good at art. Thank you. My artist outlet is photography. Amazing. I love photography. Seriously, like this is based off of a photo. So I love photography. I use photography all the time to assist my painting, and it's a great thing. That's from Olodox Sabello. And 88 from Addis Gibb. Hi, 88. Autumn or spring. I love to do art, but I could never paint that. It's so good. You are such a freaking sweetheart. No worries. Honestly, you probably could paint it. A lot of people sell themselves short and they're like, oh, I could never. Oh, I could never. But, then again, if you think it, then whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. So if you think you can, you're right. If you think you can't, you're right. So just keep that in mind. Whether you think you can or you can't, you're right. Because it's all in your head. It's all in your brain. Life is a crazy mind game I don't even understand. It's insane. I feel like that I learn that every single day. So guys, take care of your mental health, take care of your brain, take care of the way that you view things. Try your best to get rid of toxic thoughts, because toxic thoughts are going to ruin you. They're a real thing that occupy a real space. I would encourage you guys to listen to Caroline Leaf. I absolutely love her. She is a neuroscientist. Autumn or spring, thanks for following me. Call me Olo. Oh yeah, that's right. So sorry. It's what everyone calls me. It's easier than the full name. I remember you telling me that, Olo. I just forgot. I have a very forgetful brain. It's all the weed I smoke, honestly. But I have to smoke weed to get through the day. I'm sorry. I wish I didn't, but I do. So yeah, it kind of makes me a little not so good in the memory department, honestly. But honestly, to be real honest, let's see how this eye is looking. Oh, that's cool. Look, it's happening. To be really honest, I have always had kind of a shoddy memory because of my dyslexia, and it just kind of makes things a little weird sometimes when it comes to like remembering stuff. Like I remember things sometimes wrong or whatever, And I've had to do a lot of like work on training my brain to make elaborate memory associations in order to remember simple things. I was able to graduate college, super happy about that. Oh, puffing on that devil's lettuce, it's all good. Well, let me just say, if it's devil's lettuce, then the devil has redeemed himself in one area, and for that I am grateful, and I harbor no judgment, because I will partake. Oh, sorry. I have poor memory from multiple head injuries. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. I'm so sorry about your head injuries. That has to be awful. I can't even imagine. How did you get your head injuries? I'm just curious. Which of course you don't have to tell me, but if you'd like to tell me, I'm here for it. Just let me know. But yeah. I'm working on retraining my brain to see the world differently. Something I work on every day, and it's a new concept for me, but for people who have been through extensive trauma, their brain kind of rewires and it becomes something that views the world as a very dark place. And so I'm doing everything I can to learn that the world is not a dark place, that it's a beautiful place, and there's good things that happen, and good things can happen to me too. And they already do happen. I mean, you guys are here, and this stream is the best part of my day, and working on the painting is the best part of my day, and the more I tell myself positive things, the more I believe them. And that's kind of the goal, is to don't believe those negative thoughts. Those thoughts can come in and creep in and take you down, and they'll take you out of the game. They really will. So you gotta be careful. That Harley Quinn is wicked. Amazing job, lady. Thanks. Multiple consciousness. All sporting injuries. Hang on, that's wild. Haha, I love it. We all need the green from time to time. Thank you so much for the compliments, guys. Disclaimer, using a projector right now, so it's not there yet. This is what it looks like, but it will look awesome when I'm done. So I'm super excited. Just to work on it. I knew I was going to be excited to work on it today. You're such a sweet person. You deserve more viewers than you currently have, autumn or spring. Aw, thanks. I really appreciate it. I really, really do. And I trust that God will bless me with with success and his timing. Honestly, I feel pretty successful already, especially if I'm looking at how far I've come. So the fact that I got rated today really made my day, and it kind of shows me that people do appreciate my work after all, and it means a lot. Timestamp guy 20. Thank you. That's on YouTube. So yeah, I am gonna just I worked on her eyes seem like there's kind of more depth in them. It's okay if it's not perfect, just kind of getting it in there. That already looks really cool. Keep it up, good work, your efforts will pay off. Thanks, nightmares. What is that? Nightmares X1, but I know it's probably like a numeral, Roman numeral, but I don't know what it is. I wouldn't be brave enough to paint over the projection, lol. Grand of the Beach. Okay, tell me about that, because I was talking about that a little bit, like how a lot of people don't do this, and I'm like, why? And so I want to know what your perspective is, like why is this something you wouldn't do? Totally fine with whatever you have to say. So let's just look at this for a second. See, it's there. So what I need to do now is work on the background, and then I'm gonna bring out the face and like make it a freaking painting, because right now it's like kind of there as like a little bit of an image, but we're gonna make it a painting, you know. And what's cool is I at least have everything kind of plotted out. Oh, I forgot this. Her cute little tattoo on her face. How could I forget? Going back to my angle brush. I have a lot of brushes, guys. Like, I wouldn't be able to see my lines. It would get scared I'm messing up. Yeah, I mean, that is kind of the weird oxymoron about it, because although it helps you see things, it also makes it more difficult to see what you're doing. So it's like you gotta go back and forth between the actual projector and just plain old reality. The projector kind of shows you where certain things like start and stop. Like, I didn't have to mess around with where I placed that little heart. I knew exactly where it was because of the projector. But then my painting skills kind of show up whenever I make it look like a piece of art rather than just a traced projection, you know. Because like this, like I said, the image is there, but it's not like this. And this wasn't even with a projector. But of course, for it to get to this point, it needs a lot of brush strokes. So I just have to build the brush strokes so you can see it starts out kind of like that, and then it'll end up like with stronger lighting, more defined places, and things like that. Practice makes perfect. Thank you. And I agree. Practice does make perfect, whatever perfection is, which is honestly, perfection's an illusion. What is perfect, you know? That's why being an artist is so confusing, because a lot of times you can like make something perfect and it doesn't speak to anybody, but something less perfect does. Like something more real and authentic might speak to people, because they're like, okay, I can relate to that. That's something I can actually, you know, identify with. Like, you even get the shadows perfect. Thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. Joker. Yes, Joker. That Joker is bomb. Thank you so much. I'm hoping that, well, I know that this one will get to the same point as the Joker in its own right. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Let me turn off my ringer. I didn't even think of that, guys. No. I'm so sorry. I love you. Oh, that scared me. I turned my ringtone off, though. I didn't even think of that, guys. Again, this is my first time doing a projection painting on stream, and it's like the audio goes through my projector, and I forget. Damn, you're growing rapidly on Twitch. Awesome. Thanks, Marge. Am I really? That's so sweet of you. Have you watched the newer Suicide Squad movie? It's so good. Yes, I have, and you're right. It is so good. It really. I watched it in the drive-in theater, actually with my boyfriend, and it was a really fun and memorable time. And it was in that movie that I was like, Harley Quinn is so cute in this movie. I loved it. Fixum, thanks for following me. But yeah, I appreciate the comment about growing on Twitch, because sometimes I feel like I'm not growing fast enough because I am impatient and I live in a microwave society, and I'm a millennial and I don't know the concept of just waiting. And I'm trying to, really learn that concept, especially because all good things take time. Mixing a little orange. But I'm really proud of the growth I've achieved so far, especially my friends that I've made on here, the people who support my artwork, and how happy I get being on here. And I feel happier whenever I feel like I can be kind of more my authentic self with you guys. Like, it's not always easy, like I said earlier in the stream, to have a good attitude, because there's things in my personal life that are going on. But I know you guys are people too, and maybe if I can show that I am hurting, somebody will feel less alone, which I'm doing so much better in this moment than I was earlier, just because of the positive vibes everyone has been sending me. It really means the world. Trust the process. I will trust the process. You have given me a really good idea. Do you have any tips for projection art? Ooh, did I give you a projection art idea? So I would say my biggest tip is get a hi Cosmic Visions. Good to see you. So yeah, my tip is to get a projector that is Bluetooth, because that's how I'm able to get it on my phone. It's a little more expensive. I bought this projector on Amazon for a little less than $200, and but it was worth it. And get a tripod so you can set it up correctly, and then stabilize your painting, low lit room. And yeah, I hope that those tips helped, because I think that those are my tips for now. Oh, gotta keep painting. Thanks for following me, Cosmic Visions. Okay, let's see what's happening. So you can see there's more definition to the chain, just because I've added like shadows and stuff. My other tip is obviously, like, don't use the projector throughout the entire painting. Just use it like to kind of plot your painting, and then go back into it and work it without the projector. It's a great way to use photography as a reference. So yeah, it's super important. So guys, comment what you're up to today. And if you have any plans for the rest of the day, would love to know what they are. I am planning on streaming, and then I'm going to dinner with, okay, so right here, see how it's cropping out? I'm gonna have to like finish that, you know, like use my imagination type of thing to finish the shoulders or something. I'm gonna have to somehow make it work. But honestly, her shoulder wouldn't come out that far because she's, oh no, look at what happened. I had to catch my paint. Dang it. It's okay. That's so cool. And eating mostly. You're eating today? Love it. Eating is one of the simple joys of life. Can't blame you there. It's also great for survival. Okay, so let me just see what's gonna happen. If I think back here is supposed to be blue. And honestly, sometimes I just kind of crop my painting to the crop of, like, I mean, there's always kind of a creative solution to this type of thing. I think I can just like extend it. And if I need to like look at other pictures or images to like make it feel more real or something, like I will. So I'm starting to paint in the background. It's got a nice sound to it. Do you know when you release the Harley Quinn on Etsy? Great question. I'm gonna release it once it's done. It's kind of hard to say when it's gonna be done, but usually my paintings have been taking 2 or 3 streams lately. So yeah, I will let you know once it's out. So there's like a fun, colorful gradient in the back that I'm doing my best to capture, at least somewhat capture. Just kind of plot it in there. Don't get focused on the details, guys. When you're focusing on the details early in the painting, oh, whoops, it moved. No. When you get focused on the details too early in the painting, you're going to lose the concept of the larger image and like how everything kind of relates together. Oh wow, I was going to suggest Harley Quinn painting. Very apt to follow the Joker painting. Exactly, that's the point. I wanted to do that. I wanted to make it feel like it was, you know, a natural progression into, you know, like another painting, basically. Sometimes that doesn't always happen that way. I had some fun viewers who said, hey, you should paint Harley next. And I was like, hey, that's actually not a bad idea. There's a reason I keep you guys around. Looked amazing. Thank you, Weemy21. I appreciate it. Mr. J is here. 6 Max, hi. Give me a follow. You'll pop up as a little avatar on my screen when you make a comment. It's so fun. And it makes me feel less lonely. Glitch. Oh. Good to see. Beautiful colors. Cosmic Visions. Thank you so much. That's why I was drawn to this image. I think in particular was because of the colors. They just kind of make me happy, and I think, I almost talked myself out of it. Now, might I mention, I almost forgot to tell you, but there are multiple paintings underneath this painting, probably at least 2 or 3 paintings that I whitewashed. I don't know if you guys remember the painting I did of the rose with the female body. I painted over it, harnessing wisdom of crowds. Exactly. Honestly, I really try to listen to you all. All of you guys have a voice here, no matter what. And that's why I am, doing my best to kind of give you guys a moment to speak your truth or let me know what you think I should do next, just because I want you to know that I really make these streams for you. I mean, for me too, in a way, because it makes me happy, but it makes me happy to know I'm making you happy. That's why I do it. So if you have an idea for my next painting, hit me up with it, because I'm super open to hearing what it is. Mixing fluorescent green with a little bit of blue, a little more fluorescent green. Let's just put that over here. You can see that the paint is spread very thin. The reason is because this isn't the final layer. It's more of a wash in a way. Anatomy of the Ghosts. Thanks for following me, Anatomy of the Ghosts. What an interesting name. What does that mean to you? I'd love to know your thought on it. What time is it? 2:19? 22:19. 22:19. What is that from, guys? Does anybody know? So my image moved a little. That's okay. I'm going to move my canvas back to... Oops. I shouldn't have done that. So this is when it gets kind of strange, is whenever you have to line it up again. Oh, you didn't even see. Very therapeutic. Thank you. So yeah, sometimes when you're working with a projector, the image kind of falls out of place, and you kind of have to fidget with it for a little while to get it back to where it needs to be. So just keep that in mind. Very normal. It's a little frustrating when it happens, but it's not a hill to die on. Okay, I'm looking for my fluorescent yellow, guys. Monsters Inc. Hello, yay. Thank you for knowing that. I'll never forget 2319 because that was such a funny scene, and it comes up at random times. Okay. But yeah, I love Pixar. Oh, yay. I have a new friend. Thank you, Isplex Greens, for following me. You're so kind. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bit of a long story behind the name, but essentially it's the makeup of what I leave behind after I die. What makes up my ghost list, the anatomy of the ghost. That's very cool. So your body is like a shell for the ghost within. Kind of dark, kind of deep. Hi, Wick Papaya. Good to see you. Can you see my command? Yes, I think so. Wig Papaya, thanks for being here, but please keep the comments clean. I know I'm like super hot and beautiful, but contain yourself. No, I'm kidding. I appreciate you all, no matter what. Alright, I just put some beautiful fluorescent yellow on my paint palette. And guys, I graduated to a larger brush than the one I was using because I'm filling in the background. So it looks like we've got kind of a meanie on here. So whoever's modding, go ahead and take the meanie away. Mod, Bob Rosafor, are you here? Are you here, Bob Rosafor? Take away the meanie. I don't want him. Okay, there's a lot of green mixed in with my yellow, which is going to make it kind of backfire on me. So I've got to kind of make sure my brush is nice and clean, which is kind of hard to do whenever your water is murky. So at some point I'm going to have to change my water. So make sure your water is clean-ish. My water is not clean right now. Learn from me. Oh, gotta line it up again. All good. If you can stabilize your painting, if you're doing a projection painting, do it. You might have to get creative. I might have to get creative too. Like I might tape it on the back or something to my easel when I get to a break, because this is the first projection painting I've done in a very long time. I did, my quarantine painting is actually projection painting. It's on my Etsy. I really wish people saw me make it, but I could make another quarantine painting very soon if I wanted to. Your painting looks really nice. Thanks, Neutral. I've been waiting for you to say beat the devil out of it. Let's beat the devil out of it. That's a really interesting approach by projecting the image to your canvas to use a block out reference. Thank you, Anatomy of the Ghost. I really appreciate you appreciating it, because it is interesting, isn't it? I mean, I think it's a great way to take advantage of my resources. I mean, might as well. So I appreciate it. And I know Bob Ross of War is always with us, but I guess he's not with us today. But to his defense, I am streaming at a weird time today. So, yeah. But yeah, you can see where the painting is without the projector. So I'm getting the color on there. And I'm going to work on the color and the brush strokes and like the depths of the painting after I block. This is so awesome and satisfying, Sirius Fox 999. Really? Is it really awesome and satisfying? Those are two wonderful compliments. Super appreciate it. It's such a simple idea, but it's not something I ever thought about doing. Very clever. Well, I feel like you get me, because I agree. I mean, the simplicity of it is also why it's like, it's almost so simple that nobody thinks of it, maybe. Like, it's the answer that's like sitting right in front of you. I took extensive figure drawing classes that taught me the old school way of drawing the human form and portraits and stuff. Granted, I had a knack for it before the figure drawing thing, but I seriously took hours upon hours of figure drawing classes. I took figure drawing 1, 2, 3 and advanced, and each class consisted of about 3 or 4 hours, I can't even remember, probably close to 4 hours of painting the nude figure or drawing the nude figure standing right in front of you, and also doing portraits. And it really taught me how to see. And something that was really important about the whole thought process is that, you know, everything relates. I mean, there's so many thought processes that I include into this painting. But one of the things is that, like, if it's a hair off, your painting is ruined almost. Like, if the figure isn't as expansive in your painting as it is in real life, it's not an adequate figure drawing. And only the human eye can really see what's happening, more so than in a photograph, because a photograph is like very flat. So I'm incorporating a lot of these concepts of like feeling the form and painting around the figure, and I'm incorporating the traditional painting concepts of painting the human figure into this non-traditional approach. So thank you, Ava Queen 1. Hi, love you, thanks for being here. And Lisa X94, so cool. Demon 49770, hi, good to see you. Pooch, cool name. I don't know what that means, but hi, it kind of sounds weird. Good to see you. Thanks for following me. Feel free to drop a comment, and you can change your avatar by hitting exclamation point at random. That's the trap of using a photograph as reference. It lacks the depth perception that you can get from real life subjects. Exactly. But once you learn how to see the form, you can see past the flatness of the projection and insert the form. Like, for instance, in here, in this one, oh, sorry, hang on. Let me cover this up briefly. In this one that I just finished last night and I just sold, you can see, like, there are moments, all of these moments are kind of feeling the form. We've got brush strokes that are going the direction of what the human form would be. And in the photograph, all in here, this darkness would be flat in the photograph. But I infused my knowledge of the form and how things lay on the neck and how things kind of lay as fabric on the body to give it that dimension. That's really, really important for the painting. And that's what makes the painting a good painting rather than just being a reference photo picture. So I hope that makes sense, and that's what I'm going to do to my Harley Quinn. Marjani, wow, that looks so good. Oh, thank you. And love 6max. Thank you. So I hope all of that logic makes sense, and that's why I don't fear using the projector, because I see it as a tool, not a crutch. Again, I see it as a tool, not a crutch. So it's like saying, you know, I would rather work from a photo or work, you know, with like a reference, because it's going to aid my my process, as opposed, like, if you think of it, everything is from your memory. When you look away from your subject matter and look to your canvas, you forget what you're painting for a moment, and you have to translate it to the canvas. So it's like the memory of what you're painting is just expanded further and more distance in between when you're painting something from your memory or imagination. Will you add your initials on the painting? Yes, I will. And of the Joker, yes, I will. I love when she teaches. This is the only art school anyone should go to. Thank you. That's very kind. I'm back. I had to eat lunch. Sorry. Oh, it's okay. Autumn or spring. What do you have for lunch? But yeah, so it's like, think of, you know, I heard this quote that said, clapping, you never stop clapping. It's just the space in between the claps gets longer. I think that's hilarious, and it's true for painting too. You never stop painting from memory. It's just the space in between what you see and the moment that you paint gets longer or shorter, depending on if you're looking directly at that thing and going back and forth like this, or you walk away from it and you do it from your imagination. So, wow, I love her Catwoman painting right now. Norman Grady, you're so cute and clever. That's important for me as an art collector. Oh, you're an art collector. Nice. That's awesome. It's Catwoman? No, I'm kidding. It's not Catwoman. Somebody said it was Catwoman because they were joking with me, I'm assuming. And if they're not joking, then I missed that one. But I'll take it as a joke because it's clearly not Catwoman. And it could be if you want it to be, but it's not. Mixing white and yellow and green. Gotta just make this a little bit more pastel in here and bringing it up. Mixing blue, like this aquamarine kind of turquoise with my fluorescent green and yellow with white to kind of get that sweet spot color I'm looking for. Your painting got even better since I was last here. Thank you. My bad is Harley Quinn. Norman Grady. Yeah, your bad is right. It's all good though. Can you guys hear the brush strokes with the fan of the projector running? Let me know because I super care about that. And to be honest, I'm not monitoring my stream. So that's perfect. Thank you. Roots 5-1. This is the time to get Sugar's art. In a few years, we won't be able to afford it. Hey, you might be right, so hurry up, guys. No, I'm kidding. We can hear. I like the sound, though. Good, I'm glad. So you like the sound just in general, or you like the sound of the fan, or you like the sound of the paint? Both. Okay, sweet. You like it too. Yay. Is Harley sold? Not technically yet, but I've got a friend who has dibs on it, who bought my Joker painting. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Hey, I missed your stream. 1 week, 0614. Nuh-uh, you're here. Thanks for being here. Don't worry about it. Okay. I'm just plotting everything out, having a good time with it. What's the most a painting of yours has been sold for, or is that something you'd like to keep confidential? Guys, I can't read sometimes. So I did a mural for like $2,000. I think that's the most I sold a painting for, but it was a mural, okay? As far as an actual painting, $500 or $600 is the most I've sold anything for. So still a good chunk of change. So yeah, I would say the mural price is kind of, I don't really like doing murals, so that's part of the reason I charge so much. And it was huge. It was like 10 feet. Obviously, like, as time goes on, I want my paintings to go up in value. The painting looks so realistic. Oh, well, thanks. Well, don't get too, look, it's a projection, so I'm not done with it. I just got through painting the Joker, and I'm working on bringing this painting to that level. This was not with a projector. This was totally free-handed, but I'm blocking out the space and the colors with a projector first, and then I'm gonna get serious about my painting style and the painting quality after I block it out. So yeah, holy guacamole. I just checked your Etsy shop. I really like your Carmen and an open heart piece a lot. Anatomy of the Ghost. Oh my god, thank you. Oh, those paintings are so special to me. They're part of an entire series of mine, which the painting behind me, that big one, is part of that series. So it's all about layers, and it's about beauty and taking away the imagery elements of painting, the complete opposite of this. So anyways, I hope that makes sense. You're very good. Well deserved. Thanks. You're so sweet. So that's from 6Max. You should do Jared Leto's Joker. Okay, I will definitely consider that, because I've gotten a lot of like ideas for doing other renditions of Jokers. There's so many iconic ones, so I want to paint a superhero. Who should I paint? Also, you should paint Venom. I like the idea of Venom. Oh, Anatomy of the Ghost just subscribed with tier 1. Let's top it. That's so sweet. I really appreciate it. Venom would be insane. Okay, you guys like that idea? Nice. Okay, I might do that. Okay. You're so good at painting that you could probably make this a living. I would buy everything you made, autumn or spring. Oh, that is really sweet. I really hope I can make it a living. I really, really hope. And then there was something else on here that I like it. Deadpool painting would be sick. Okay, let me tell you, the Deadpool movie was hilarious. Crude, but hilarious. I loved it. I know I shouldn't say that as, a female, because there were so many sexual jokes in it, but I thought it was great. But I would have to find that right image, but I'd be open to it. I want to paint a suit. Oh wait, there was another comment on here. I don't remember what it was. I'm so sorry. Ryan Reynolds, funny actor. He is. He really, really is. Oh, Starry Night from Van Gogh with your take on Venom would be amazing. Hell yeah. Starry Night from Van Gogh, or the take with your take, or Venom would be awesome. Love that comment. So yeah, guys, somebody asked me if I had painted a painting from somebody else. I've only done like studies of Van Gogh. I did do a Van Gogh study. It wasn't the Starry Night. It was like the fields and the trees. It's actually on my Etsy, I think. So it's like a study. I did it for class. It turned out pretty good. So, all right. Let me just see what's happening here. So I to move it back into position, and I'm gonna work on it just a little longer with a projection, and then I'm gonna go back to just without the projection. I'm from the same country as Van Gogh. Really? What country was he from? I forget. Have I painted the Mona Lisa before? No. And if I did, I would not make it look like that. I would make it look colorful and awesome. The Netherlands. Oh, I love the Netherlands. Oh, I've been to Amsterdam. I'm so jolly that you live in the Netherlands. Dang. I went to Amsterdam so much because of the narcotics. That's so funny. I'm past that phase. We'll just say that. Thank you for following me, Daniel Woot. Whoops, sorry about that. Oh, did you find that funny? Maybe bids on Twitch. Love your work. 6max. Thank you so much. Maybe bids on Twitch. You mean like doing bids for the work? Next week I will visit Rotterdam. I've been to Rotterdam. That's crazy. Rotterdam's amazing. Good luck, Lisa X. What brings you there? So, sorry if I shuffle around. I just want to mute it. So that it doesn't go back. Okay, I think that it has to do with on my phone. I need to scale it right. See, this is where the projector gets kind of annoying, because you have to put it at the right spot. Let me see what's happening. Okay, I think that's in a good spot. Have you ever seen the projection techniques before? Is it a recent innovation, if I may ask? I've never seen it. I totally came up with this on my own. I'm not saying that there isn't somebody else who came up with it too on their own, but it's not like something that I was like, oh, I should do that. Like after I saw somebody do it, I was like thinking about how I could incorporate a projector into my art and all of that, because I love projectors. So friends of mine moved to Rotterdam for their studies. Very cool. Well, you're in Germany, so it makes sense. Not too far of a drive. That's whenever I went, was whenever I lived in Germany. So I'd seriously consider commissioning an Assassin's Creed piece. Olo, hit me up on Discord, guys. ! Discord to find it, because I'm totally down for doing a commission. Or you can hit me up on my Etsy. I love doing commissions. A lot of times I'll do them on my stream and then just sell them to you, or sell them to whoever wanted them originally. So, alright, let's see. This is still not right. So frustrating. I think that's actually better. But now the eyes are fucked. Okay, hang on, let me move it up just a hair. Okay, there. ! Discord. Here, it's up in the comments. I think you put a space between your exclamation point. I need to get a wireless keyboard. There you go. I can't even draw a stick man. Have you been to Ramstein Air Base. You said something about studying on the base. Sorry if it's too private. I lived on Ramstein Air Base. Have I been there? I lived there. My ex-husband was military, and that's what brought me to Germany. So, yeah. I was actually watching videos not too long ago of the airbase and just kind of thinking about it and thinking, wow, crazy. I also lived in Miesenbach, Huchenhausen. I had my work in an art gallery in Landstuhl. I would go to Kaiserslautern all the time and drink with my friends. I also got my lashes done in Kaiserslautern. I might say it is a brilliant idea. It shows unique creativity. Well, thanks. Oh, nice. Haha. Exactly, right? Isn't that funny? Oh, goodness. There's something in my eye. I don't want to mess up my makeup. I think that's good for now. I know, but it's weird whenever I think about that time in my life. I left at the end of 2016. So, if it weren't for all of that kind of going to shreds, I wouldn't be here. So making paintings for you guys, doing ASMR, it was kind of one of those blessings in disguises. But I learned so much during my time overseas, and I love Europe, and I loved traveling, and yeah, I have a lot of fond memories from that time in my life. Wie geist es dir? I know that's German, but I don't know what you're saying. I will prove you're German. I don't speak German because I was stuck on a military base the whole time, and I wanted to take immersion classes, but my husband at the time was so controlling, he wouldn't let me, believe it or not. So there were so many opportunities that I held back from because I was in a controlling, really quite abusive relationship. And I'm glad that I've learned from it and all of that, but I hope to never be in that type of situation ever again. So okay, there are, I'm just kind of moving things around because it shifted a little. That's okay, it should be fine. That's why I have to just use my art skills now, and not, you really can't rely on the projector because it'll like move and kind of do weird things. Yeah, that sounds like a big yikes. Oh wait, seriously, I'm so sorry. Yeah, no, seriously, it sucks. But we all have things that kind of have happened in our life. If you haven't yet, wait, you will. And I'm not trying to be all like pessimistic, but every person deals with sadness and heartache at some point in time, and the best thing you can do is just let it teach you to become a better person and have more empathy and compassion on other people. And if anything, I'm learning to forgive on a whole other level, not because of anything that was justified on that person's side, but because I want to be a happy person. And I think that holding on to anger and harboring that in your heart is just gonna eat you away inside, and it's the last thing I want. I want to be a happy person, and yeah, all of that fun stuff. I'm very inspired that you are opening up to all of your viewers. I think that talking about your emotions is a very helpful way to calm down. It's true. Thank you for being so sweet. What's the painting of the day? It's Margot Robbie being a cute little badass over here. That's what she's doing. Thank you for those kind words, because I don't think we live in a culture that really glorifies honesty and authenticity, really, a lot of the times. So, I mean, I think that we do in a way. I think that a lot of people buy into the lie that I buy into all the time without even realizing that we aren't supposed to show the truth, because if we showed the truth, people might not love us anymore, or that we might not be worthy of love anymore. And like, I know that that's not what we think on a cognitive level. Like, no one's thinking like, oh, no one's gonna love me if I don't share the truth. But it's like on a more cellular and non-conscious level, where you don't really allow yourself to be vulnerable because it's a protection mechanism. And you know, it's not easy to subject yourself to criticism or misunderstanding, but more often than not, what I've found is that people can kind of connect and relate to a lot of things I've gone through, or I'm currently going through, and that just helps me kind of process things better. Agreed. Cosmic visions. Sometimes you got to get lost to find yourself. Oh, I know, right? Like the time I got lost in France. So as you can see, I've had to kind of fake a lot of the hair and the shoulders, because it kind of comes off of the frame, but I want it to fit into my canvas. So yeah, she has fun hair colors. I mean, what's fun about it, I think, is the fact that it's fading into this blonde, bleached blonde, kind of gross color, and then it goes into the roots, which is even more kind of unbecoming. And so in a way it's ugly pretty, which makes it more pretty because it's a little bit more relatable. Like if she didn't have roots, it would be less interesting to look at, in my opinion. So she's got roots. She's got faded hair. It's not like perfect, vibrant hair. It's kind of faded. In fact, the background is a little bit more vibrant than her hair. So it's kind of more realistic to what it's like whenever you dye your hair a color. It never stays vibrant unless you're my sister, because my sister's a hairstylist and she has immaculate hair. It's like fluorescent pink. It's amazing, and it doesn't dye. It just stays fluorescent because she's a hairstylist and she knows exactly what to do. So I'm gonna crop this in. It just feels like it needs to be cropped in. That looks pretty real. Sometimes you don't need the edges of the body to be super defined. See, that looks even more real as it's like blending in with the background. Oops, I guess my camera died. I don't know why. Is it not plugged in or something? Here it is. It's so weird. Oh, it's not plugged in. Let me see what I can do, okay? I'll be right back. Stay. Hi friends. Okay, so just so you know, my camera, oh, see, my camera's effed up. I think it probably wasn't getting enough charge. And it just isn't working now. I tried to, camera is faded. I tried to plug it in, but it's just too far gone. I think that it's a great camera. I spent like $1,500 on it, so I don't think it's dead for good. I think it wasn't charging this whole time. Likely it must have gotten knocked out or something like that, and it is just too low of battery to sustain the stream. Van Bucket the Passion. Vimabok it the Passion? Is that how you say it? Thanks for following me. Guys, this was a great stream, and we also got Jummy, who just followed me. So yeah, okay, so we have a couple comments I feel like I'm gonna go ahead and read. Olo said, I lost my career and my main hobby. I took to intoxication to deal. I now have a more flexible career I really enjoy and a new hobby in photography that I love, and I'm 2 years sober. Olo, hell yeah. Last month I'm planning on moving to Italy. Oh, that's such a beautiful idea. It's amazing how hitting rock bottom can be a foundation for your happiness. That's really awesome. That's really, really cool. Thank you so much for sharing that with me and with the rest of us on here. That's really sweet of you for opening up in that way. Hi, I'm from Argentina. Haha. Hi, from Bucket to Passion. Your name. Thank you for following. Oh, respitable. Thank you so much for following me. What are you up to? Guys, if you leave a comment after you follow me, you'll pop up as a little Bucker Buddy at the bottom of the stream. So keep that in mind. So I'm really excited. I'm going to show you my painting. Actually, let me turn off my projector because this is the last camera I have. Okay. Now you can see how quiet this stream is without the fan, but I hope you like it. I hope it works. So this is the beginning of my painting. Okay. This is the beginning. This is about 3 hours, a little less than 3 hours or something, around 3 hours of work with a projector to plot it out so you can think of it as a wash. Yay, I've got another follower, Shay Ronnie. Is that your name? Shay Ronnie. So I used the projector to project the blocking just the space. I had to add on shoulders and the rest of her little pigtails. And ooh, Slytherin 98. Oh, you're Slytherin. I don't know how I feel about you. You know what I am? Just guess what house I am, okay? But thanks for following me. Hi, big man Roxo, thanks for commenting. Give me a follow and you'll pop up in the comments as a little sugar booger buddy, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, this is my first go at painting Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. Okay, I will show you my reference image. Okay, and it's obviously not done. I'm probably gonna end up working on it for a few more streams. And this is my reference. Okay, so you can see how it doesn't show her shoulders or the ends of her ears or her doggy ears, pigtails, whatever the heck it is. You know, these things, it doesn't show it all in the frame. And so I kind of just had to create it. And that's what you do as a painter. You kind of fill in what isn't there as the reference image. So she's gonna look super cute, super pretty when it's done. Really, really excited. I love working with my projector. It's so fun. Next time I work on this painting, I will likely be painting the majority of it without the projector. I'll probably go back and forth to see kind of what's happening on a larger scale, because sometimes if you work on it off of the projector and then like you obviously are able to paint better. Just in general, you're able to focus on the expression, and so that's so important to the painting. But when you turn the projector on, you might see some larger connections that you wouldn't have seen before. For instance, like if something is sitting back in the shadow and you can tell that your paint is kind of coming forward too much, you'll be able to really see that with the projector. I'll be able to see where my errors are easily and all of that stuff. So if I have an error, it will be 100% intentional, and it will be a moment of expression, not a moment of error. So that's the whole purpose of this whole thing. Laurel, you should be very proud of yourself. I really like that. Lisa X94, you're so sweet. Oh, you guys are so sweet and supportive. Thank you, Lisa X. I love the positivity. Obviously, at the beginning of the painting, it's really easy to just like say, oh, I don't like it. But the fact is, I like it. It's just not done. It's not finished. And that's okay. And that's kind of like the way you accept the process of the painting is the way you accept the process of yourself and your own personal growth and your own personal develop. The harder you are on your painting is like a reflection of how you view yourself. Like, I do view myself the way I view my paintings, and like I view my paintings as an extension and like this cool expression of what's going on inside and how I view the world. And my hand and my eyes and my brain and my experiences are the filter in which I kind of communicate all of these experiences in my life story, really. If you look at each individual art piece I've done, they might feel like that they're not related, but they are. 5 purple stars. Does that mean you're giving me 5 stars for being an awesome painting stream? If so, thank you. Well, I'm probably gonna head off and get ready for the rest of my day. I have a little bit more work to do. I will stream tomorrow and Sunday. I'm gonna stream Saturday and Sunday, and I will change my Saturday Sunday schedule now for what it will be like this weekend, because I am doing some things. I'm getting my hair trimmed, and I think I'm gonna be trimming some weed so that I can have free weed, and it's kind of scheduled in, so I need to make my stream kind of happen around that. So yeah, I'm excited to keep working on this. I can't wait for you guys to see the progression. Thank you guys so much for popping in, all of my new friends that came through. It was so cool to see ya. Thank you so much for those of you who bought my paintings today. Excited, and just, I knew that this would be the best part of my day. The beginning of my stream started out really, really rough, and but I think if I'm gonna be on here, I need you to accept that I'm a human and that I have human emotions. You're going about it with the right attitude. Thank you for the motivation. Lisa X94, thank you so much. So I'm gonna head out. I love you guys. I love you for being here, for supporting me. I'll be back working on this thing. And yeah, I can't wait. It's gonna be fun. You all are awesome, and I'll see you tomorrow.